Sound check, sound check. Sound check. Sound check. Good morning. Happy Friday. Shoutout Robert Sapungan. Laging early bird si Papa Robert. Iced coffee. Yan, so last week hindi tayo nakapag-live guys, medyo busy. Busy sa trabaho, busy sa lahat, busy sa bahay. Ay. Akalain mo yon may tumawag pa. Wait nga lang guys. Hello. Damn. Parang mahina yata ang aking net. Natin. Grabe. Kinakabahan ako, nagpa-fluctuate ang ating internet. Sana maayos. Medyo parang mabagal ang aking internet ngayon. What's happening? Royal Cable, baka naman. Wait nga kayo. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Buksan ko lang ang aking... Oh, wala akong pasok ngayon, Papa Robert. Rest D ang inyong Papa ngayon. Rest D ko ngayon. Bukas ako pa may pasok, panggabi ako bukas. Yeah, Solid Ninja merch. Yan, no, available na yan, guys, kay Papa JC Kaloy sa Shopee. Hindi lang ako marunong mag ano ng link eh. Yan. So, start na natin to. Parang makarami-rami. Okay lang ba yung audio ko, Papa Robert? Di ba basag? Yan. So, saan tayo ngayon? Ay. The Trail of the Waters. Meet with Glenda, the leader of the council. Saan yun? Doon. Okay. Let's go. Ay, puta, nakalimutan ko na. Paano ang mga controls dito? Ay, walang daan. Wait nga. Pasok dito. Akyat doon. Ah, okay. May iskinita dito. Yun. Ito nga ba? Oo nga, oh. Daan nga, oh. Oh, saan tayo? Ba't ganun? Wala nang daan. Kininam. I-explore nga muna natin to. May harang. Walang daan. JCP Live. Shout out sa'yo, Papa. Shout out sa'yo, bro. Oh, siguro maybe it's my internet. Medyo nag-fluctuate kasi yung internet ko eh. Kainis. I think it's my internet connection maybe. Sorry, my bad. Oh. I think it's because of my internet. A while ago, my internet prompt me that I have a poor connection, but I'm sorry for that. Check natin yung ating connection. When he runs, that's when the bitrate drops, I guess. Oh, I see. I also check it on my phone. It's a bit blurry. Yeah. Siguro dahil nga sa internet ko. Sorry for that, guys. Sorry ah. It's just my internet provider cannot give me better quality right now. But I hope you can still join me on this game. Just having fun playing. Thank you, JCP Live, for telling me that I have a blurry game. So that's so okay, I can check it. Oh. campsite. I've been playing this for I think I'm on part 9 of this game on my live. Nakikita ko naman medyo okay siya. Parang maganda kasi yung twist nung nung story. Medyo paano ko ba sabihin? Para siyang hindi naman siya hindi kasi siya parang semi-open world. Parang ganoon. Pwede ka rin kasing bumalik doon sa mga ibang lugar. Kaya lang yung paano ba to? Paano ko ba sasabihin? Basta maganda yung okay din yung twist ng story nito. Yun lang masasabi ko. Yung mga even though yung mga side quest niya is talagang connected din talaga dun sa main quest. Kaya may mga side quest na alam mo yun, sabi side quest pero connected siya dun sa main. So kailangan mo din talaga siyang gawin. Hindi katulad ng ibang side quest na kahit iwanan mo lang siya, walang problema. Okay din yung mga characters niya. Gusto ko din. Pati yung mga kalaban is parang mga elemental na characters.
Hello, my name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. May I enter?
Good day, Legate Desardet. No, this building is closed to Renaigse.
How is the game? Gameplay, yung combat-wise, what game can you compare it to something similar? Para siyang
And the worst Tirse.
Tawag nito, yung mga parang typical na Souls game. Kasi espada rin ang gamit nila. Tapos may din siya yung parang tawag nito, yung may pag-slow motion siya kung gusto mong gumamit ng mga item. Parang parang ano ba ang mako-compare ko pag naglalaro nito? Parang Days Gone, 'di ba? May pe-press ka R1 tapos pipili ka ng gamit kung anong gagamitin mo, magpo-potion ka or Dito naman parang ganun din siya. Kaya lang ang gamit nito espada and magic. 'Yon. Ask to meet the council. Present katasak seal.
If I cannot enter, perhaps you could tell the elder of the council that I request an audience.
Glendon cannot speak with you, Legate. Times are difficult, and his time is precious. He only accepts to meet the members of the council or their representatives.
How can I prove that I am the representative of one of them?
If you are a trusted friend of a council member, he will give you his seal, and we would know it. I will then be glad to allow you to enter. You would be the first Renaigse to obtain such an honor.
I see. Oh, ganun. Okay din, nag-enjoy. Nung una nga, sabi ko parang ayoko din laruin eh. Since free lang naman to sa, na free lang to sa PS Plus. Ay ko sinubukan kong laruin. Sabi ko, walang nagla-live yata nito. I-live ko na lang din. And hindi ko alam, mahaba din pala tong game na to. Hindi naman kasi ako nagre-research eh. Actually, nasimulan ko na siya nung ni-research ko yung game, parang nasa 35 to 40 hours yata to. Depende pa sa sa speed ng paglalaro mo.
Here is the seal of the Denegad Katasach of the village of Wenchavier.
And so you are a trusted friend of the great healer. He must see your true face and find it worthy. Enter. You are welcome.
Damn, madilim.
I give you warm greetings, Glendan. I am Desardet, legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
Your merchant congregation sways me very slightly from my path. But you are a current of Katasach? His trust in you makes me stop and look at you. What brings you here?
I seek a remedy. My cousin, as well as many other people on our island, suffer from a terrible
Tsaka
sickness.
nag-upgrade ng
That only
upgrade mo yung espada mo.
can help us find a cure.
Upgrade mo yung
And
damit mo.
Katasach sent you to see me.
He told me that the only way to meet with your god was to come and see you. You would judge our worthiness.
Judge your intentions? Yes, that I can do. But even if I should do this, you would have
Ayan, shoutout
many
sa 4 million
trials to
viewers
pass.
natin.
For the
So,
path you seek to
pasensya na
follow
kung
has
medyo
only been
blurry
tried
yata
but a
yung
very
yung
few
game kasi medyo
times.
poor yung
And
internet
you
ko. I'm sorry,
are the
sorry.
first Renaigse to set foot upon it. We must begin where everything begins. Water. It will
Uy,
show us
mukhang
the
naglalaro sila
reflection of
Jin
your
ng
soul.
Division ah.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern and tell me what you see on the seal you will find deep in its center.
And this cavern is guarded, I suppose.
That is true. But the simplest solution is not always the best. It is a path with many forks. I hope you will prove that you understand the spirit of our people and our island. Go now. Show us your true face, and return purified by the waters of the cavern.
Ask him for information about the sanctuary. Ayun, ang daming mga side quest na naman.
What can you tell me about the sanctuary?
It is the most sacred place of the island. The hidden face, and still seen by all of you. Enolmil Frechtimen. I protected these doors like my father before me and his father before him. And still none of us have ever entered.
Am I to gather that there has never been a High King in your family?
We are heads of the Council of Kings. And so it is prohibited for us to present ourselves. We must remain impartial.
I see. And so you cannot speak to me about what you find inside?
The heart of the island beats near here, the volcano. And I know that it is a place full of life.
Wait lang guys ah. And on Mill Richimin.
What can you tell me about your god?
That the
Yun lang
word
marami dito
God
usap.
is too small to hold him. He is
Kasi minsan doon pagka
fragile
hindi mo
in all
hindi mo
and everything.
kinausap,
The wisdom of
hindi
his
talaga
people,
nalabas
the
yung mga
gentleness
quest.
of his rivers, the strength of his volcano. You are looking for wisdom to heal.
Tsaka yung niya,
But you
yung
still
meron kasi dito
seek
mga
the eyes
minsan
of
mga
the
decision
soul.
making. Doon
He is
nagde-depend
much
yung
more
istorya.
than that.
Kung ano yung magiging decision mo.
He is
Parang
the
ang alam
essence
ko,
of all life,
meron yata din
of
tong
all
iba't ibang
magic, the spring.
iba't ibang line ng story. Depende sa magiging mo. Depende sa magiging actions and decisions. It looks like it looks a lot like Dragon Age or Mass Effect. Okay. Hindi ko pa kasi nakita yung mga game na yun eh.
Can you tell me anything more about the role of the council?
We gather here at every long night and every short night. During these nights, the clans are in disagreement and come here looking for wisdom of the council, and of course also the High King. Those who have complaints against their Mal may also be heard here and find justice. And when important events take place, if the balance is threatened, then we also meet here, so that the wisdom of all might be shared, and that we might act as a same people.
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awalam seg.
Kwa alam si. Ano daw? Promises set in stone. Talk to Shora about the missionaries in her village. Yun ang mga side quest to eh. The origins of the Ptolemy. Wait for the results of research. Ask about research in Eden. Ito muna tayo. Complete the Trail of the Waters. Let's go.
You have spoken to Glendan as you wanted. What more can I do for you?
I was asked to pass the trial of water. What do you know about it?
I have never passed it. Only those who must reveal their soul walk this path. The High Kings and Queens. It is a tremendous honor given to you, Renaigse.
Do you have any advice to give me?
I only know that the trial can be passed in many ways, and your choice will reveal the makings of your soul. One way is through strength, the other by ruse and heart. But I know no more than this. The trials are kept secret. Anything else?
Nothing else, thank you. I need to leave.
Good luck. And do not lose yourself in your own reflection.
Ooh. Saan ang daan? Dito. Dito nga. Alam po pa sa bugin to eh. Bato.
Siora, do you know anything about the trial that awaits us inside?
My mother passed it during the last election, but it was Vinbar that was elected in the end.
Did she tell you about it?
A little, but you give your whole heart to it. I know that you must choose your path in your way. Combat is not necessarily the best response, even if it allows you to get to where you are going. If you are confronted with animals, remind yourself that they must feed, and there are ways of altering food to make those who eat it fall into a deep and peaceful sleep.
Is that an idea that your mother used? It's clever. Thank you.
Okay. So, paano gawin natin to? Start the trial. Putik, mukhang ano to ah. Pahirapan ako nito ah. Okay ba? Yeah. Kuweba. Pagka ganito mga kuweba, malimit may kalaban. Ano pa nga ba?
Look, they're eating the old carcass. If you poured some sleeping potion on it, they'd fall asleep.
What? Ano daw? Sleeping potion? Anong sleeping potion? Resistance potion, antidote, magic potion. Wala akong sleeping potion. Kinginam. Kalabanin na yan. Aroy! Aray! Putik, kumukulog, kumikidlat. Ano ba naman to? Baka biglang mag-brownout. Wag naman po sana. Excuse me. Grabe ang bagal kumilos ng malaking espada. Enter the cave for the trial. Anong trial ba to? Putik. Ay, putang na. Okay, ina mo, manis ka dyan, huwag ka dyan, gago. Ay, okay, ina mo, potion. Gago. Wala akong, ayun, antidote. Putik! Nag-antidote ako ah. Busit. Kainis yung may lason. Actions. Ayun, nasa baba pala yung health potion ko. Tapos antidote. Pwede naman to eh. I-use mo na siya. Bagal kasi ng malaking espada eh. Putik na yan. Antidote. Ganun. Putik. Damn. Ina nyo, magbabariling ko na lang kayo. Busin ko na balak sa inyo, gago. Pinaka Ba't ka umilag? Ba't ka nang umilag? Hayop ka. Ina mo. Hayop na mga paniki kayo. Dinaluhan niyo ako, mga walang hiya. Dinaluhan ako. Wait lang. Let's go. $200. Saan ako dadaan? Dito muna. No, hindi pala pwedeng dumaan. So, dito tayo. Shit, nakakulog talaga. Bigla may lumabas na naman dito
May the enlightened help us.
Examine.
You were freezing and you had this empty stare. The water in the basin spoke to you, no?
Yes. Exactly like the lightning-struck tree. I was something else for a brief moment.
Tell us. Visions like this are guides, keys for the sacred rituals.
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind. And it was a cold feeling. I was high up, and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then the sun warmed me. Suddenly I bounced on the ground. And I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated. And I was suddenly with you again.
Search area, solve the mystery of the source. Putik. Puzzle. Examine.
This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it's supposed to evoke death.
Ay putik, mayroong ano dun
This stone bears the image of a storm. Or perhaps on this stone the sun is visible. The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. On this stone makes me think of fire. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life?
Hindi, ito tayo.
Here this looks like a snowflake.
Activate.
I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
No, ito muna.
This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order. This stone is blackened, eaten away. Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle. This stone bears the image of a...
Ito,
On this
sun.
stone, the sun is visible. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
No, ito muna, tapos... Ay, putik ka. Ito ay...
The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. I'm certain. Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle.
Okay, ninam.
Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle.
Nakakaunti ka lang pag hindi... hindi pa kita nakuha, ewan ko na. Ito muna. Tapos, dito tayo.
This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. I must have
Mali.
lit the candles in the wrong order.
Ulit. Okay. So,
Here this looks like a snowflake.
snowflake.
The snow,
Tapos ito,
or maybe
water.
ice. I already lit this candle. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
Wind, snowflakes, freezing eh. And then, sun. Tama ba? Sun. Oh. And then last one is Deathstone. Deathstone.
Evidently, I
Mali.
shouldn't have lit this candle.
Storm. Freeze. Sun. Infant.
Evidently, I shouldn't
No.
have lit this candle.
Buset. Fire.
Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle.
Ano ba yan? Na-testing ko na yung infant and fire and death. O, dito tayo. Active waters. Oh. Solve the mystery of the source. Okay. Ayun o, may denigad. Putik na yan. Let's go. Ah, tulog siya. Ah, okay. Natutulog siya. Wala ka dyan. Igisingin ko ba yun? Eh, dun yata dadaan eh. Putik na yan. Ah, dahan-dahan lang tayo. Kasi kanina, gising siya. Eh, mukhang kailangan ko siyang kalabanin eh. Tame. Ah, okay. Nawala siya. Ba't ano ba yun? It's either kakalabanin mo siya or isasolve mo pala yun. Nice.
This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tearfredi. And a face is drawn within it.
The spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of an O'Neill Frichterman.
Ang gagawin ko? Talk to Glenda about the trial.
Bertir to Mad on Olmanawi. I congratulate you for passing the trial. Enter.
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what the seal deep within the cavern brings into your mind?
A face in the mountain of Tearfredi.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her waters. And the island has seen inside you. You have given
Yun
the
lang
blood
pala
of
yung
the animals that
trial
protected
nila,
the
dali-dali
entrance
pala.
to the passage. You have chosen strength a first time. In the second room, you have awoken the Dosentats to better best them. Finally, you have completed the ritual. And in so doing, the Guardian recognized you as a wise man. You choose to trust the way of rules and wisdom. It is a difficult path, but it carries generous fruits. The island has seen your intelligence and also your compassion. The friendship of Katasach towards you no longer surprises me.
Am I authorized to encounter Enomil Frichtemann now? To present him with my request?
If the High King agrees, yes. We shall not oppose that decision. Only a High King or High Queen is allowed to open the sanctuary. I warned you. Your voyage is far from over.
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince them as well. Where can I find them?
I do not know. And I believe that it may be another trial on your path to find the one you seek.
Is he hiding? Has he been captured?
He disappeared several months ago.
Since when
Since then we have
heard.
not heard from him. He was worried about the Renaigse. The last people to have seen him, I'm told, were the most important chiefs of the clans here at the council. There was Dedra, Blackmead, Ulan, and Dunkas.
My mother, alas, can tell us nothing more.
Yes, I heard about your loss, Siora. And divorced Tirce. Mourning is a difficult time to pass.
And divorced Tirce. Thank you, Glinda.
Dedra is the Mal of the clan of the Storm Warriors. You will find her in the village of Vedlog.
I've already met her. She sent me to confront a guardian.
That sounds like her. Ulan is the Mal of the village of Vignamri, near the coast. It is said that he welcomes the Renaigse. As for Dunkas, he leads the Vigigidor. He is the chief of the Earth Healers. His village is not very far from the Didekidan I guess.
Very well. I will go and see them. Try to find this High King. Thank you, Glendan.
Kwa'awalamseg. I hope that you will find him.
Alamseg. Nice one. Trophy earned. So let's go. Where are we going now? Speak to Constantine about the sanctuary. So, pwede tayong fast travel. Fast travel na tayo. Ang gulat ko naman, putik na yan. May sumipol. Layo-layo pa ng due date ko nagtatanong. We are sending an early reminder about the upcoming due date for your security bank mastercard and layo-layo pa niningil agad bayaran naman travel. Nakakulog putik.
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord D'Orsay's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord D'Orsay has been attacked.
He believes? He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams, from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding, like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes, sir.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway, if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events. But know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The Islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By Islander, do you mean the Denegad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes. A strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you asked me, sir. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the Islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along.
Shit,
But then I
nawawala si
heard
ano,
cries a ways off,
yung pinsan niya.
and I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound, like an
Constantine.
avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here?
Ask him where the attack took place.
Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. But I could show you where I was posted. The Islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
Ask him why he didn't investigate.
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by a rock slide?
What? Alone? What could I have done? It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors.
Ask the purpose of the expedition.
My cousin was quite weak. Do you know why he decided to follow the Denegad?
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must have been potent. I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness, but that Islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition, but your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could make ready.
That sounds like him. What sort of mess has he gotten himself into? Again?
I am sorry, sir, but I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, tick. Saan tayo? On the trail or find Constantine and this escort. Hanapin muna natin yung kanyang pinsan. Let's go. Hanapin natin si Constantine. Putik, di pa ako makapag-fast travel dun. Check nga natin, alam ko pwede ako mag-fast travel dun. Napuntahan ko na yun eh. Ito muna tayo dun sa ating quarters. Then magta-travel tayo. Oh, ha? Camp of the Stone Ark. Let's go. Sa gilid tayo makipag-away dyan.
This is the camp that Constantine's escort must have established.
It looks more like a battlefield. I hope that Omegad and your cousin survived the fight.
Search the zone. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what's happened here. The tents were lacerated by what looks like claws, and there are traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep. By beasts? Most of the weapons are missing. Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without defenses. Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and there were animals among the assailants. However, our men reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies, and no sign of Constantine or Katasak's presence here. Perhaps they were in another place. This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the zone and taken this path followed by their assailants.
Ooh.
This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Katasak and Constantine were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of...
Place of what? Sure.
anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Katasak wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. There are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find. The corpses of both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly until the end. Neither Constantine nor Katasak are among them. This blade is a native ritual knife, and this bowl contained a potion. Someone wanted to perform a ritual here. Could Katasak have found a better means to alleviate Constantine's symptoms? A crater, without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures. Constantine and Katasach must have been visiting this place. Perhaps performing some sort of healing ritual. When the attack took place, the soldiers intervened, and many fell during the fight. But a group was able to escape down this path. We need to continue following their tracks. More tracks. Footprints. They must have fled this way.
Ooh, fire.
Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat.
Putik. May kalaban ba? Parang
These
may
weapons
naririnig
are in
ako.
terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against?
I heard something.
Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! Close to it! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
More signs of an explosion. I can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions. These poor soldiers were torn to pieces. Animals again, or something else. New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only the corpses of our own men, but where could these other soldiers have come from? More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them? There are footprints. Only a handful made it up to here.
Oh,
The path stops on this overhang. And despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantine or Katasach.
Maybe enlightened protect me in this battle.
Ah, putik na. Alis, tangi.
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Aroy! Alis! Ano mo?
May the shadow engulf our enemies. Be careful! You're off!
Putik!
These rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. What could have happened here? I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. These vials look familiar. Katasach used the very same to stock his potions. He must have come here. I'm going to pick them up. According to this note, these men came from a nearby camp, an old outpost of the Alliance taken over by the Coin Guard. They could well have decided to finish what they'd planned in New Serene. I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantine, what have you gotten yourself into again? Very well, let's sum things up. Constantine and Katasach definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual, but they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one would have attacked Katasach.
Unless he himself was behind it. He is a powerful Donegad. The beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantine captive, he now has leverage to apply to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. But regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. We could return to Wen Xavier to learn more. Perhaps Katasach returned there. Or maybe his Voglendai could tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit the outpost. Their soldiers were involved in the combat, or at least the end of it. They must have some stories for us.
That trail seems a better one to follow. Katasach is a good man, but the soldiers and the lions have already betrayed you.
That's true. But I do not see how they could have made these animals obey them. However, one way or another, Constantine is in danger. Let us be on our way without further delay.
Question Aidan in... Ang dami naman. Ang layo. So, kailangan ko pa maghanap ng camp dito. Para makapag-fast travel ako. Hindi ako pwede mag-shortcut. Talo na lang dito. Saan tutumidan? Ay, wala. Di wag. Balik. Balik, balik. Wala kayo dyan. Napaglabang kayo dyan. Ito na ako. Putik, mali. Falls, nasa baba na nga eh.
I've heard stories of your exploits. Thank you for all you've done. It's unusual for us to be offered aid by a Renaigse. It seems my Tiern was right. You are on Al-Manawi. How can I help?
Speak of Katasax and Constantine disappearance. Colonial presence, the village, Katasak, Penlands.
Katasak has disappeared. Would you have any idea as to where he went?
What? But my Tiern followed you to help you. How would I know where to find him?
I don't know exactly what happened, but he took my cousin to a particular place. A place to perform a ritual. Their escort was attacked, decimated by beasts and by magic. And my cousin and Katasak have disappeared.
And you believe that the Tiern has taken your cousin and killed his soldiers? Your heart must beat in shadow to believe that the man who offered you his hand only did so in order to better betray you.
Wait. This is not what my friend wanted you to hear. Perhaps they were wounded, and your master wanted to take Constantine to a safe at all costs. Wherever they are, they most certainly need help.
Forgive me, Doneged. Your words are true. I spoke without thinking. But I do not know how I can help you.
There may be a way. I found these vials of potion on the battlefield. Do they belong to your master?
They could very well, but let me see them closely. No, they are not his. This potion does not seem like any of those my master prepares. I do not know this smell. The plants used to make it do not come from here. Another Doneged must be implicated, but none that I know would attack Katasach. May the trees protect us. Who would attack the water that heals? The earth that feels? They must be in grave danger.
Yes. I sincerely hope that we will find them. That they are alive and well. I must go. I need to continue my investigations.
When you have discovered anything, let me know.
I have to go.
Sa kabila naman. Ano naman tayo? Investigate the Alliance outpost. Let's go there.
Testimonials? You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere. To whom do I owe the honor?
Desardet. I am legate of the Congregation of Merchants on this island.
A legate? Here? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many official sorts around here. I am Captain Idris, of the Coin Guard. I am the ranking officer in charge of this outpost. What can I do for you, sir?
I'm looking for Constantin Dorset, the island governor of the Congregation of Merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rattle?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died. But we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive. Wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him. The region is dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in their direction.
You do know that
Shout
we
out,
found the
Papa
bodies
Kaloy.
of several men from the
Kiss
garrison
back,
up there,
kiss.
don't you?
Okay, to kiss.
To be sure.
One of them was carrying a note,
Yan pa, kiss.
signed by your hand.
Kiss pala, ha?
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the cliff top?
They were monitoring the zone.
Sarap
They
ba,
were to warn
kiss?
us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks.
Yung mask ko, wala pa.
We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some strange
Sakto,
lights up
sukat na
there.
sukat, men, no?
But I was hoping...
And you didn't
Shoot
go
na
and see
shoot.
for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men, and you don't do anything.
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well? You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no more unnecessary risks.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me?
Insist. Propose gold. Bigyan na natin ng gold.
I can see how difficult your present situation has become. I'm certain you haven't been paid either for quite some time. I cannot solve
Ikaw talaga
all of
inspirasyon na sukat niyan. Loko-loko.
What would you say if I took care of that one, at least?
Sabi ko na eh, double XL lang ako eh.
The morale of my men.
Kaya lang may suggest sana ako sa'yo, Papa Kaloy.
The men I posted.
Hindi ko lang sure, ano ba tong shirt mo? Patahi mo din or may brand to na pinaritan? Ano na? Kumbaga binili mo na siya ng buo na. Kasi parang, ano, check mo din yung, tawag nito, yung brand na Gildan. Maganda kasi yun. Ayun yung kalimitan kasing ginagamit. Nag-ano rin kasi ako dati, nag-t-shirt printing kasi meron akong heat press dati. Yan. So, yun, dati pinagkakaabalan ko pag, mga personalized na shirt. Kaya lang binenta ko na kasing heat press ko. Mas maganda pa rin kasi talaga daw yung ano, yung silk, mas maganda pa rin daw kasi yung silk screen printing. Buo na, wala siyang brand. So, kaya yung kwelyo mo, yun yung inilagay talaga na, ano, na tagta, solid ninja, no? Astig. Okay din, pero yung, ano kasi, yung Gildan, maganda kasi yung sukat nun. Hindi siya yung, ano. Although, okay naman, sakto naman tong, ano, sakto naman yung double XL. Ang kaibahan lang sa Gildan, ito kasing, ano, itong double XL nito, medyo mahaba nga. Kaya pagka nag 3XL ako, sigurado, konti na lang, nasa tuhod na. Although, fit naman siya. Kaya lang, wag lang, ano, pagka bagong kain, yun lang. Pag bagong kain na talagang kita.
Did you see the nurse?
Not yet.
Really? I thought that your cousin's life hung in the balance. This boy will not survive long if someone doesn't help him. Anything else?
Leave.
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same. Safe
Kape,
journey, Your
kape.
Excellency.
Naka-ice coffee ako ngayon eh. Listen to the surviving soldiers account. Napadala mo na ba yung ano ko, pre? Yung mask ko.
What are you doing there? This is an infirmary.
I know. I've come. Told me you might need my help.
That is very kind of him. But alas, it's a little late.
What are you saying? Is the soldier...
No, he still lives. But I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to replenish my stocks. I no longer have a
Oo
single
naman, wait
remedy.
lang.
And now that we have
Kaya
a
parang
wounded
nag-text na yata sa akin yung ano. Yung Shopee.
Do you know what type of remedy would allow him to survive?
Ito, may text na yung
Yes,
JT Express.
It's a known potion
Peter
that
Ablasa
heals burns.
for COD. Please prepare exact amount.
Give me the recipe.
Photo proof of
We'll go and see that it's
delivery is required.
Thank you. Because
Baka
of you,
mamaya
this
dadating yun.
poor boy might be able to survive his wounds.
Ano gagawin ko? Gagawin ko sa'yo. Uy, ang gagawin ko sa'yo. Kakausapin ba kita? Papatayin. Ang ina, pinatay. Mga dyan, ba't ganun? Sa kabila. Yung pin yun eh. Anong gagawin? Putek na yan. Listen to the surviving soldiers. Anong gagawin ko sa'yo? Uy! Ano? Kininam ka. Uy, nanay. Ate. Ano bang gagawin ko sa'yo? Puta, ini-espada, gago. Eh, hindi ko alam gagawin ko sa'yo eh. Ito. Ito. Wala din. Ikaw. Wala. Ikaw. Wala. Putik. Okay. Acquire the antidote. Sovereign potion. Alam ko na. Sige, gagawa tayo ng antidote. Punta muna tayo sa camp. Ay, ito pala meron. Isa lang. Yan, meron na lang. Bigay natin dun. Kaya pala hindi na-imik, putik. Bibigyan pala natin ng gamot. Yan gamot. Putik.
Were you able to concoct the potion against burns?
Yes, I was. Might we administer it?
Give it to me. I'll take care of this.
Miss you, Papa Yoso. Miss you, Papa JF. Takis. Yeah. Eto pa.
extremely potent.
Charap ba? Charap, no? Oh, hindi ako nakapag-live nga pala last Saturday, no?
Very well.
Busy eh.
I'll come back tomorrow.
See you soon.
Stress sa trabaho.
And thank you again for your help.
Puro meeting. Walang nagawang trabaho, puro meeting. Wait for the surviving soldier to recover. 23 hours pa nakanamputak, Teo. Wait for... Ang tagal niya, no? Andito pala si JC Kaloy. Maki JC. Maki daw. Puta. 23 hours. Anong gagawin ko nito? Naknamputakte. Parang ano to eh. Parang lumalabas mga 23 minutes. So matagal pa. Wait mo, share. Buwa ka ng ina mo. Wala bang malapit na pwedeng puntahan? Ina. Tagal pa niya oh. Naknamputakte oh. Sige, lipat muna tayo. Lang nga. Kesa intayin ko yan. Balkan ko na lang yan. Tik na yan. Sa internet ko kaya tong ano, parang nagpipixelated siya eh pagka natakbo. Tingin mo, Papa Kaloy. Pag nakatayo lang siya, yan. Medyo malinaw naman siya. Pero pagka yung natakbo na yung karakter, nakikita ko dun sa ano ko, nagiging pixelated. Sa ano ba yon, frame rate? Naka-ano lang ako eh, naka-wipi ako. Hindi kasi ako makapag-setup pa ng LAN cable dito sa kwarto ko eh. Nasa baba kasi yung ano namin, yung router. Eh ang haba ng gagamitin kong ano. Actually dati meron akong ginagamit na LAN cable. Kaya lang dahil nga hindi naman siya naka-setup talaga ng ayos, pinadaan-daan ko lang sa kung saan. Naipit nung pinto na parang siguro nagkaroon ng problema na putol yung nasira yung kable. Busit. Oh, maganda talaga. Nung nasa baba tong PlayStation, na LAN ang gamit ko. Kaya lang ngayon, nandito ako sa kwarto. Ang hirap kasi mag-live sa baba kasi magulo dun eh. Maingay sa amin sa baba. Ang daming bata, Tapos, sabay-sabay pa minsan nanonood ng TV, tapos naglalaro ako. Naku po, halo-halo na tunog doon. Tapos, yung aso pa, ang iingay. Pag may nakitang ibang aso, walang hiya. Tahol ng tahol. Saan ba ako punta dito? Ang dami namang pupuntahan. Saan ba mauna? Dito muna tayo. Unahin na natin to. Uy. Ang taas naman yun.
I need a bit of practice.
Wala, hindi ako makabalik ng taas. Tayo. Grabe, ang lawak. Ang daming ano, na, lugar na dito hindi ko na maintindihan. Sa Bulacan work mo, di ba, Papa? No. Malapit lang ang work ko dito sa ano, sa amin. Kaya lang ako napunta ng Mekawayan, Bulacan. Pagka may meeting ako doon sa Nestle. Kasi may warehouse din kami ng Nestle sa ano, sa Mekawayan, Bulacan. So, may warehouse kami dito sa Calamba, which is yun nga yung dito talaga ako naka-base. Tapos yung warehouse sa Bulacan ni Fast na kinikater din namin, pinupuntahan ko yon, pero napakadalang naman. Uy, may ano, skill altar. Let's go. Let's go. Tingnan nyo.
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Boo. 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 Ang tagal bumataw ng espada, putik na yan. Boo. Walang yan. Tagal humataw, putik, bago pat itama eh. Gabi na. Uy, gabi online ka sa Division. Ayain sana kita kaso ni-install pala. Palang yung akin na. Oo nga, nakita nga kita nag-online kagabi. Ano ko na nga, kailangan ko na nga bumili ng ano yung expansion yung sa New York para tumaas pa yung level. Level 30 na ako eh. Binuunti-unti ko. Tsaka nung nakaraan kasi binuhat na naman ako ni ni Jean. Ang galing, ang lakas mag-division. Grabe. Pati yung mga lahat ng mga loot, alam kung saan pupuntahan. Grabe, sa ulado. Mabilis talaga, lalo pagkakasama mo talaga sila Jean, si Jeff, si Lucas. Grabe maglaro yung mga yun. Alam mo bang ginawa sa akin nung nakaraan? Ang ginawa nila, pinaghati-hatian nila yung yung pinaghati-hatian nila yung mission ko. Grabe. Ang ginawa ko, doon ako nagpunta sa tawag nito. Doon ako nagpunta sa settlement, sa parang base, yung mga yung mga safe house. Nag-o-open ako, habang nag-o-open ako ng safe house, yung tatlo, si Jean at saka si Lucas, tsaka si Jeff, ang ginawa nila, tigi-tigisang mission. Pinagtigi-tigisahan yung mission. Grabe yung mga yun eh. Ang lupit eh. Sabi niya, sige, mag-open ka lang ng safe house, kaming bala sa mga mission. Grabe sila. Ako, nag-open ng safe house pagkatapos sila tigi-tigisang mission. Lulupit.
Bertitumad. I am Ulan, chief of the village of Ignamri. You have a peculiar face, and it
looks like familiar.
I didn't know
people from continent could bear the mark of their own Almanawi.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your
To what do I owe the pleasure? Ask about the High King. Ask about the High King? Sige.
I am looking for the High King. It is imperative that I find him.
I would like to help you, friend from the faraway isle. But our High King has decided to walk away from our world.
I was told that you were one of the last to have seen him. Perhaps he told you where he was going?
The other kings and queens already complained that I am too close and too near the Renaigse. I fear that they would consider me a traitor if I reveal to you what I know. But if I could...
Ano tayo, division tayo.
That the kings of the Renaigse respect and listen to, are you not?
As the legate of the congregation, it is true
Pagka wala ka naman gagawin, gusto mo.
That is what I thought. I need your help to talk to the leader of the great city of Hikmet.
Accept.
About what?
I want to meet him to offer a peace treaty between his clan and mine. The Sisagnameis. Many kings want to chase the Renaigse away from the island, especially the kings of Hikmet. But I know we could learn many things from them, and we could arrange a great deal.
I see. I can indeed talk to the governor about your desire to make peace.
If you do talk to him, can you also tell him
nadagdagan na naman yung mga ano ko. Mga side quest, grabing side quest, napakadami.
But I was told that the soldiers did not let him in. He fears for his life, because some other clans do not look favorably on exchanges with the Renaigse. He could be attacked at any moment, alone on the road.
Very well. I will make sure that he obtains permission to enter.
Kape tayo, papa, kape. Naka-iced coffee ako ngayon. Let's go. Saan naman tayo pupunta? Oh. Eh, galing nga ako diyan eh. At babalikin mo ako. Ha? Ba't kayo? Excuse me po. Uy, may mga loot.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Meron pa palang pwedeng itanong.
Go and find the governor of Hikmet. This meeting is of the utmost importance for the future of this clan. Anything else?
Tell me about your clan.
We are called the Sisagnameis, the Bone Blowers, because it is in our tradition to sculpt Moramil bones. These creatures are the great kings of the sea. The whole island knows of our artisans. We trade with other clans a lot. And we also trade with the Renaigse, of course. Anything else?
What can you tell me about your village?
Vignamri means the king's bones. It is a very ancient village. It used to be one of the largest on this island, before the people of the sea tried to take Tir Fredi from us. Some battles took place very close to here. Legend has it that this is the place where the first Guardian fell, and that this is the reason why our village was given its name. After the battles came the abductions and the ransacking. People used to disappear frequently. We were taught to be cursed. But I changed all of that, and I gave our clan its prosperity back. Anything else?
What do you think of people from the continent?
Many of our people would love for all the Renaigse to leave, but I would not. It is thanks to them that I was able to breathe new life into Vignamri. They have a lot to teach us. The Lions have powerful weapons and very effective potions. The Lugaid Blau, your people, offer us very beautiful things in exchange for our pieces of art.
Lugaid Blau? Is this what you call the congregation?
It means yellow eyes, because there seem to be round yellow eyes on your flags.
They're coins. And what does Teleme offer you?
The men of the sun seldom come here, but their magic is powerful, and so different from ours. I wish my brothers would understand how much we would benefit from an alliance with you, from making peace. Anything else?
Nothing. I must go.
Oh. Wala ka bang ibibigay na mission? But
to what?
I truly need to find Vinbar.
Help me solve the problem that I spoke to you about, and I would be happy to help you in return.
talk to Akra and offer your help. Ang ina, ang dami kong pupuntahan. Ayop na yan. Uy, ano yun? Wait for the survival soldier. Naging okay na yata ah. Wait. Yun nga, okay na oh. Puntahan na natin. Fucking ina mo. Wala kang kalaban, tungik. Gago. Yan. Wala ka namang kalaban eh.
Hello, soldier. How are you doing?
Better. A lot better. Are you the
Are
one
you
who
the one who
saved
saved me?
The nurse
The nurse
told me.
I simply prepared the potion that she told me how to make. Nothing more. Could you tell me what happened during the attack?
I will
I'll
try.
They're
They're not really memories I'm fond to bring back. A lot of my friends died up there. We were posted up on the peak to follow rebel movement. It had been a couple of days when we heard sounds of fighting not far from our position. Men were screaming in our own language. So we went to see what was happening. Soldiers of the Coin Guard and an islander were trying to protect a young man. He seemed dire ill.
Constantine Katasak and his escort. Who were they fighting against?
Dozens of wild animals. They seemed completely enraged and intent on devouring them. And there were flames.
Flames? Where were they coming from?
I don't know. My friends and other soldiers fell one after the other. I didn't see everything. All was blood and confusion with beasts and fire. But I thought I saw another islander. Big. He's the one who took the sickened man. There was practically no one left on the battlefield. I was wounded and I passed out. I came to when I heard voices of islanders approaching. Rebels. I thought to myself, they're coming to finish off the wounded. I got up with difficulty and fled. I dragged myself here. And you know the rest.
I'm going to have to go and find these rebels.
You shouldn't do that. They killed all of my friends. You take a great risk.
That's enough. Rest now. You're still far from having recovered.
Yes, it's best I leave now. I've learned enough. I'll have a word with your captain. Goodbye.
Inform the Captain Idris. What's this?
Excellency, I was told that you saved my soldier. Thank you. You can't imagine what this means to us.
Please. I did nothing more than follow the instructions your nurse gave me.
Did you learn what you needed to learn?
Yes. I was able to question your man and he told me what he saw. He and his company heard sounds of the attack, and they went to investigate. My cousin's escort were already nearly annihilated by animals that jumped out from all sides. A strange sorcerer controlled them. It was he that took my cousin.
One of those rebel savages, no doubt. I knew that they'd be behind all of this. They must have learned that an important man was in the region and thought he would make the perfect hostage. I'm sorry. I would give you some men, but...
Don't apologize. I know where the camp can be found, and if my cousin is there, I will free him.
Like you freed the scholars. You're a good man, Excellency. Thank you again for saving my soldier.
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same.
The dead man's voice. Question Darren. Where is Darren? Putik ang layo. Saan yun? Ay, ayun. Nakita ko na. Ang layo nga. Ito. Digidensen Camp. So, kailangan muna natin pumunta sa camp natin. Putik na. Putik, ang dami. Wala kayo dyan. Ang labanan yan, putik.
Hello.
Renaigse, there you are again. What do you
What do you want? Ask question about Constantine.
To speak to you about my cousin's capture and the massacre of his escort. A soldier from the nearby outpost survived and told us that you were present on the battlefield.
You dare come here and accuse us of taking him? Let me throw him out this Renaigse and his Ilkdaren. May they receive this punishment for their arrogance.
Menace them. Convince them to speak. Pag menace, wag convince them.
I know that you see us as your enemies, but we are not here to harm you. I only seek to find the man I consider to be my brother, as well as the man who was protecting him. Katisach, one of your greatest Donegada.
No Donea Exregal would attack Katasach.
If you didn't attack him, you must know what happened to them. I was told that an islander took my cousin away. Perhaps your men were there to aid them.
We do not have your cousin, and we do not know what happened to him. As for Katasach, and the worst, Tire, he died from his wounds. That night, we heard the sounds of a terrible combat. The ground shook all the way to our homes. We went to see, but we arrived too late. The last breath of Katasach had returned to the wind when we arrived there, and many of the Renaigse were dead. We could do no more. We carried the body of the Donegad and brought it here.
He gave his life to protect Constantine. May he rest in peace. This request might surprise you, but we would like to see him.
Why? What do you want to do with him, Renaigse?
Examine him to understand what killed him. We were told that an island native was there and that he likely led the attack.
No Donea Exregal would attack Katasach. You have been lied to, or they were mistaken.
That is the very reason I need to see his body. To understand.
You may see him.
Your autopsy.
But if you desecrate his body, you will pay for this offense with your life.
Putik. Search Katasach's body. Damn, oo nga, ito nga siya.
Seeing the state of his body, I hate myself for having suspected him. Forgive
Grabe
me,
naman yun.
Donegad, to have doubted your loyalty and even more for what we are about to do. Now then, let's see what story this corpse has to tell.
Grabe naman yun.
Afra would know how to get information from this body.
You do
I'll
not
need to
have
go and
enough
find her.
work.
Afra would know how to get information from this body. I'll need to go and find her.
Putik.
Afra would know how to get information from this body. I'll need to go and find her.
Apra. Kailangan ko si Apra. Putik na yan. Ay, mali. Apra, need ko si Apra. Putik na yan.
Protect me in this battle.
Tanggalin natin si Petrus. Lagay natin si Apra. Uy, ba't walang nasama sa inyo? Mabuha ka ng ina nyo. Kaya nyo sumama mga lintik. Bahala kayo, papaiwan pa kayo.
Here is the body of Katasach. Could you examine it and tell us what you make of his wounds?
Of course. This won't be the first time I've examined a corpse. We note a great number of large, blunt force contusions, covering the entire surface of the victim's body. None of the wounds could be attributed to a blade or a spear, nor are there any visible bullet entry points. Practically every bone has been broken in multiple places. The rib cage was torn open and then collapsed. The open wound reveals multiple perforations of the vital organs. Here, the borders of the wounds have been singed. The flesh is blackened, exposed to a flame, no doubt. And we also note several patches of mineral residue. They seem oddly out of place in spite of the exotic insular origin of our deceased. I would be hard-pressed to tell you which of the wounds proved to be the fatal blow, but one thing is certain.
He was smashed violently by a giant rock that was without a doubt on fire.
Yes. These wounds are similar to those given by a heated cannon shot, though in a less regular fashion.
The dead soldiers we found had identical wounds. As crazy as this may sound, whoever is responsible for this attack is capable of wielding molten rock.
In any other circumstance, your conclusion would qualify you for an asylum. But I stand on the side of the improbable. The natives' powers reside outside the body of knowledge we possess.
I can't imagine an Adaig behaving like this. It is not their way. That they might attack careless hunters or warriors, true, but to attack Katasach, the power to call volcano fires, could only be that of a guardian. No simple man wields mountain fire.
We still don't really know who is actually behind this attack, nor what they want, judging by the severity of these wounds. I fear the worst for Constantine.
All your experiments. You've learned so little. You've learned to fear. Your instincts should have been enough.
We had to at least try. Are you not even concerned or angered by what happened to Katasach?
We've grown accustomed to the loss of lives, your relentless attacks and incessant treacheries. All the same, there is truth in your words. This attack is out of place. Guardian and Donegad would never attack one another. There is a ritual that might help us. Anatalas Fair.
The Anatalas Fair? What is it? Tell me more.
It is a magical rite that only a person with a powerful bond to both spirits and nature can perform. It allows the Donegad who chants it to relive the last moments of an Onol Manawi.
That would allow us to at least see the face of his assassin.
If what I have heard is true, yes. To my knowledge, only one Donegad still living knows the ritual.
Let's ask her for her help then. She might be able to tell us what has become of Constantine.
You are quick to ask another to put her mind in danger for your own concerns. Imagine the pain of the wounds of another, shaking your body as the cold of death crushes your beating heart. This is what you must ask of the Tiernahach. It is the price she must pay for performing the ritual. When her companion was lost in battle, fighting against your own, she wanted to live that death beside her. Since that day, our Tiernahach Kadachtas has never breathed air with the same breath.
That would explain her distrust of the colonials.
You must make her see your purpose. It may be the only way you are going to learn the fate of your cousin.
Convince Ned that they are not Kadaktas to help you. So where are we going now? Uy, tabi. Puta ka.
Hello, Mev.
Renoixe, why have you come here again?
Oh, how about the ritual of the dead? Ask about Fishman, his role in the island.
I've come to ask you for help.
My help? You still seek the remedy for the sickness on your island? Or are you looking for something else?
My cousin has been taken, and I've been told that you could help me.
Truly? And in what way?
By performing the Anatalis fair on the body of Katasach, the Donegad.
Katasach is dead. Under Vosh-Dire. This is a great tragedy. He was a good man. Perhaps the best of us all. How did this happen?
He went with my cousin to a sacred site when they were attacked. My cousin has disappeared, taken, according to a witness. And Katasach suffered terrible wounds. We examined him, and it seemed as if he had been struck by molten rock.
Fire of the earth. Only the Nadaig Manemen have the power to wield it. But none of our own would have attacked Katasach.
This is why we need your help. We want to understand and to find who's responsible.
Will you leave him alive as well?
What do you mean?
You let the one who tried to kill me go.
That is true. But I can't yet tell you what I will do to the one responsible for this. At least we'll have a chance to find Constantine.
Because it is your true reason to act upon this, no? Whatever your reasons deep down, I too would like to understand. Our island wails in suffering. Many Sinol Menawi have died. The Anatalas fair may kill me, but at least I will know. You will need to act as my Voglendaig, and bring to me the necessary ingredients while I prepare.
What do you
Sus,
require?
Ginoo, ayan na, may inutos na naman.
And listen and remember, or write in your language what I shall tell you. Do not forget, the viscera of the scavengers must be taken from a place near the battlefield, because they contain the flesh of those who fell. As for the personal object of Katasach, find his weapon, because it knew his fury and his despair.
He didn't have a weapon when I found his body. I'll search the battlefield.
Where can I find him?
In Duren's camp. She recovered him after the battle.
Very well. Not far from there is a sacred circle. You'll find me there when you have united all that I need. Then we can perform the ritual when the moon is high.
In that case, let's go together to the ritual site. The place of the attack is not far from Duren's camp.
Very well. I'll follow you.
Find the Katas weapon for the Toothpick. Paano ko gagawin yun? Craft the potion for Anatella's fair ritual. May camp ba ako dito? Ito pala. Kaya may mga ganun palang daan doon. Scavenger's organ. Saan ako makakakuha nun, putik? 3 Scavenger's organ. Shit. Nak ng PT Mini. Tingnan natin kung okay ng ilan nyo kung meron kayo. Saan ako kukuha ng Scavenger's organ? Okay, ninam. Nakakabili ba nun? Putik, pinahirapan pa ako. Save na lang muna ako. Save. Nasa loob pala ako ng ano. Yan. So, hanggang dito na muna tayo, guys. At medyo nagugutom na si Papa. So, thank you very much sa lahat ng pumasyal o nag-drop by dito sa live stream natin ng GreedFall. And sana bukas makapag-live stream pa ako. Pero may pasok na kasi ako bukas. Pero panggabi naman. So, yun lang. So, thank you very much. And sana please consider liking the stream. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button and click the notification bell para updated kayo sa live stream and mga videos ko. So, yun guys, kain na kayo lunch. Thank you very much sa mga nag-drop by. And yun, humabol pa si RGPH. Magandang tanghali sa'yo, Chuck. So, pag i-end stream na ako, no? Medyo gutom na si Papa. So, kain muna tayo ng lunch. Thank you very much sa lahat ng nag-drop by. So, before I end the stream, siguro shout muna natin. Shoutout kay Robert Sapungan, JCP Live, and sino pa ba? Mga dumating dito? JCP Live, yan, si Idol JC Kaloy, JFTV, yan, RGPH, and so, yun lang. So, happy Friday sa inyong lahat, and yan, thank you very much, thank you sa mga nag-drop by, maraming salamat, bye-bye, ito ng inyong Papa, MrYoso, nag-aalay ng kiss para sa inyo, bye.